Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the European Union imposed tariffs on certain iconic U.S. brands just on Friday, and already on Monday, we're seeing the results. So Harley-Davidson, as you mentioned, iconic motorcycle brand in the United States, came out with a statement where it said it was addressing substantial costs of this tariff burden, as it put it. And it basically broke down what some of those costs are. And if we take a look at some of those numbers, now, Harley-Davidson says the EU tariffs on motorcycles have gone up from 6% to 31% in these past few days. And in terms of how that's going to affect consumers, that will increase the price of each motorcycle by $2,200. And Harley-Davidson says in terms of additional costs for the company, it could be anywhere from 90 to 100 million for the entire year. Now, at the moment, the company says it's going to try to absorb all the costs and not pass it on to consumers. And they also haven't talked about how this will affect jobs. But, let's be real. This is an iconic U.S. brand. The president had always talked about protecting U.S. companies. That's what his economic policies were supposed to be about. But then you've got this massive company that's already planning to move production outside the United States, as they've just announced today.
And what's the potential political impact of this for Trump?
Well, we've seen, the markets react. We saw the markets fall radically today, and they've been going down because the question is, if this is just day one, and this is how Harley-Davidson, one of the most iconic brands, is already reacting, how many more companies will be forced to do the same? And that's a huge issue for President Trump. Now, his base has been very supportive of him. They've always supported him through even some of the more controversial comments that he's made on immigration, for instance. But when it comes to the economy, when it comes to economic issues, this is where it might bite, because this could affect consumers in their pocket. Now, President Trump, his steel tariffs and aluminum tariffs could increase the costs for auto manufacturers, for instance. Trade wars with Europe and other parts of the world could increase tariffs on agricultural products coming out of the United States. And those are all people in Trump's base. And those people will go to the voting poll and vote with their pockets if they are seen to hit their pockets and if they're worried about the economy. So in terms of votes and in terms of what it could mean for the president and the party coming up in elections in a few months' time, midterm elections, it could turn against him.
Okay.